Doug MPA back with another video. I got a good news story, guys. Apparently, a nurse at a jail in Georgia got caught distributing illegal substances to the inmates. And they're going to show the video on the news story. I'm going to cover the news story, and then we're going to go to an article that breaks it all down. You're going to see how slick she was trying to be, because apparently she must have thought she's done it a bunch of times. She never thought that she'd get caught. But before we get into this, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. Let's look at the news story first. Let's go.
Fox 5 News has new video now from inside the Coweta County Jail, where a nurse has been arrested for sneaking drugs into the facility. The nurse faces felony drug charges, and as Fox 5's Doug Evans reports, investigators say more arrests are possible.
Deputies say keeping drugs and other contraband out of any jail facility is a full-time job and a top priority that protects everyone inside. They say a nurse who's supposed to be there to improve the health of the inmates is accused of dealing drugs and even smuggling them into the jail.
How sad is that? And like I said, she must not have thought that she was going to get caught. I'm telling you, I've never been arrested, never been to jail, never going to happen, guys. The threat of incarceration is enough of a deterrent for me. I can tell you that right now. And so they're going to show the video and just watch how slick she is with it. Watch.
Here's that video obtained by Fox 5 News of what caused the arrest of a jail
Dang, that's a big one, isn't it? Oh, my God. Let's keep going.
nurse in a shakedown of the Coweta County Jail at the end of May. The nurse, Shanika Roberts, in the scrubs with a jail inmate at the counter. The move is so subtle, the sheriff's office said. But
okay, watch close. Watch, guys. Look.
It stood out to trained eyes, investigators who say they were tipped to trouble. The inmate allegedly reaches into Roberts' pocket and retrieves something and then drops it down into the front of his jail jumpsuit. Deputies say they searched the inmate cell and found the drugs that Roberts allegedly smuggled into the jail.
Caught red-handed. And could you imagine the conversation that they had with her? And can you imagine the feeling she had in her head when she knew she was caught and when they put the handcuffs on her? I've always wondered, when people like this get caught, I wonder when it settles in. Let me know what you guys think. You think it settles in when they get brought into the internal affairs office, when they get the handcuffs put on them, when the cell doors close? What do you think?
So we can't tolerate anything like that. I mean, it's illegal on the outside. It's certainly illegal on the inside. You know, there's just zero tolerance for any of that. Anything that crosses the guard line is going to be a felony.
The sheriff's office says Roberts was a licensed practical nurse that worked in the jail for 3 years. They say they have charged her with possession of marijuana with intent to distribute and crossing the guard line with contraband. Deputies say a search of that inmate's jail pod turned up marijuana, meth, fentanyl, as well as other contraband. For now, Roberts is facing charges only related to the marijuana.
So I wonder where they got all the rest of that stuff from. Well, I think 5 other people or 6 other people were arrested. So there must have been a whole drug ring going on. Wow. And she's going to go down for a little bit of weed. I don't feel bad for her at all. You make dumb decisions, this is what happens.
The sheriff's office says that Roberts could face additional charges, and they expect more arrests as this investigation continues. In Coweta County, Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
Okay, so let's get to the article here so we can look what happened to this young lady. It says 6 more charged in jail contraband smuggling ring. Look at all these people. Says half a dozen people were charged in an ongoing investigation with the smuggling of contraband into the Coweta County Jail. Last week, Shanika Roberts, so that was the woman in the last video, was charged with marijuana possession with intent to distribute and crossing guard lines with contraband, with additional charges pending. Roberts, 36, was employed as a nurse at the jail for 3 years, authorities said. Tuesday, officials announced 6 additional arrests, so it's her and 6 other people. Renita Leonard, 35, was charged with conspiracy to cross the guard line with contraband, conspiracy of marijuana possession with intent to distribute, and the use of telecommunication device to commit a felony. Kenneth Fierce, 34, Rashad Houston, 31, and Hunter McDonald, 24, were all charged with marijuana possession with intent to distribute and crossing the guard line with contraband. Raphael Kirkland was charged with methamphetamine possession, fentanyl possession, and crossing the guard line with contraband. Antonio Carter, 33, was charged with methamphetamine possession and crossing the guard line with contraband. Shanika Roberts, 36, was charged with marijuana possession with the intent to distribute and crossing the guard line with contraband. Officials with Coweta County Sheriff's Office said the investigation into the smuggling ring began after they received a tip regarding a jail nurse smuggling contraband into the Coweta County Jail. I wonder who gave that tip. I wonder if it was another employee. Maybe she made another employee mad, because a lot of times if the police get a tip, it's someone you know and it's someone that doesn't like you anymore. I'm not going to say that that's a fact, but I mean, we've all watched enough crime shows. I'm just going to infer that and deduce that from all the stuff I've watched and read. Not scientific at all, I know. On May 26th, the jail surveillance footage showed a possible narcotic transaction between Roberts and an inmate. The inmate was escorted by Roberts to a counter in the jail infirmary, where he moved to her left side, reached into her jacket pocket, removed an object, and placed that item in the front of his jumpsuit, according to Toby Nix, public information officer for the Coweta County Sheriff's Office. Because of this apparent transaction, several members of the Coweta County Sheriff's Office Crime Suppression Unit, jail staff, Criminal Investigations Unit, and field operations locked the jail pod down and conducted a search of the entire pod, including the inmate's cell. Nix said a canine indicated the odor of narcotics coming from the bunk assigned to the inmate in question. Man, they had the crime dog in there, all barking. Inside the jail pod, investigators found a small clear plastic bag with an unknown white powder, 2 small clear plastic bags with non-controlled substance pills, 3 small clear plastic bags containing a white substance field tested to be methamphetamine, a small clear plastic bag containing a white powdery substance field tested to be fentanyl, a clear plastic bag containing suspected tobacco, a clear plastic bag containing several loosely wrapped cigarettes, 2 clear plastic bags containing suspected marijuana, additional miscellaneous drugs, and gambling-related paraphernalia, and a handmade shank. So that guy is done for. This lady's dumb. You work in the jail. You didn't think you were going to get caught. And then honestly, like, small bags of marijuana, how much money could you be possibly making from this? I guarantee you it's not worth what she's going to get. So I'm going to try to follow up on this story when she's arraigned and goes through the whole thing and see what her sentence is. Let me know if you think she's going to get as much of a sentence as if a man would have done this. It's probably not. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.